What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we have a Arctozolt sweep. Now, earlier on, I uploaded a Arctofish sweep, so this is going to be the second part of the remaining fossils that I haven't done for this generation. Now, Arctozolt had the ability Volt Absorb and Static, and now since the hidden abilities are around for it, you can get Slush Rush. So both Arctozolt and Arctofish have the same ability, doubling their speed while the Hail is active. Now, I believe this Pokemon can actually make use of the ability Slush Rush better than Arctofish, so I'm going to give you a detailed explanation during the video and at the end as well, how to use it and stuff. If you want to check me out on Twitch, make sure you do this where I do all my Pokemon sweeps, live, theme teams, shiny hunts, all that sort of stuff. Link in the description, twitch.tv/PIMPNITE, and let's get into today's battle. Now, I'm not really sure, I can't translate that name, but this is a battle against mysterious person. Someone in the comment section can definitely translate that one for me. So, as you know, Arctozolt is going to be using Slush Rush ability, and the first Pokemon we see is Regieleki. Now, that actually is a problem there, because Regieleki, even with Slush Rush upright, Regieleki will still be able to outspeed me. So I want to make sure that Pokemon like this, for example, cannot outspeed me, right? Because it's the fastest Pokemon in the game now. So it's going to be going for a Volt Switch there, which is really good, because that's going to allow me to get a Sticky Web up, and when it swaps in again, it's going to be a lot slower, right? So I've got that up, and I can go for maybe, I could maybe go for another Supersonic against the next Pokemon, depending how fast it is, but usually most of the time, I never get that opportunity. So we got the Heatran coming in here. I went for Sticky Web. So Heatran's going to be able to take me out with the Ember, let's be real. Now, one thing about Arctozolt compared to Arctofish, right? I believe that Slush Rush is a little bit better on Arctozolt because it's got a little bit better variety of moves to use, and some of the moves that I found are actually sort of like, I guess they were sort of like meme sort of moves that weren't the greatest in the world, especially one of them, but they actually made a very, very good job in Dynamax to make this Pokemon, you know, pretty much a big threat. So we got the Heatran going for the Flash Cannon there. My Blipbug is going to get Flash, and it's going to go down. Imagine getting flashed by a Heatran. I don't know what it would do. Sure, it's Rocks to you. So, the next Pokemon I'm going to be swapping it is Aurorus. Aurorus has got an Icy Rock, and we're going to be extending that Hail for a whole 8 turns, which is going to give me a very big advantage here. And later on, maybe if the Hail runs out, I can go for Dynamax again, or I can just go for Dynamax and set it up again. Regardless, it's going to be very handy lasting for 8 turns. So Heatran, interestingly enough, is going to swap out. It's like, wow, I really expected a Flash Cannon. Maybe they expected like a weakness policy or something like that. I have no idea why they actually swapped out. Now, I will say one turn, right? As soon as I swapped in my Arctozolt, they took at least a whole minute to make their move in between every single turn. They were stalling me super hard. Obviously, I've cut that out of this battle, but man, they stalled me so hard. So we got the Tapu Fini coming in here. This is going to be a little bit of a problem Pokemon, but as soon as I swap an Arctozolt, it ain't going to be any problem at all. So now we got a Calm Mindset, and I thought, okay, this thing is going to set up like 69 Calm Minds against me. What I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to swap into Arctozolt and see if I can get this sweep going here. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt me too badly on the swap in, and we're going to get some mighty big Arctozolt action. Hope you people enjoyed the video, and we'll talk soon. Peace. So after all that time stalling me right to the end of the battle, they had a tiny little bit of red health left. They cancelled. They could have it would have been quicker just to let me attack. That's why I put some salt there. I mean, that definitely was salt. Now, let's check out the Arctozolt build here. We got an Assault Vest set, and we got a max attack and max speed set with Slush Rush, right? That's pretty normal. I gave it Assault Vest to give it a little bit more bulk, right? I could have given it Weakness Policies. That would have worked nicely, too. Now, the main thing I want to show you is the actual moves that I was using, because these moves are kind of interesting. They're probably not, especially two of these moves, they're not moves you'd probably use a lot compared to some of the other ones, right? Now, as we seen, when I went into Dynamax Ride, I used Max Airstream and I used Max Knuckle Ride. Now, I'm going to be basing Max Knuckle off Low Kick, which isn't a bad move. It's a little bit situational, but it's not bad. The other move is Pluck, so it gets Pluck, and I thought I could make use of Pluck Ride for Max Airstream, right, which would help me out a lot. Say if there was an Inhale around, and I could use Low Kick to boost my attack. So a pretty good combination there, and most of the time, you'll be using an Electric type move or an Ice type move. Now, Bolt Beak was absolute perfection, just like Fishious Ren on Arctofish. It gets double base power when you go first, right? And Stab, it's going to be hitting very, very hard. Now, I've got Icicle Crash's coverage too, and that pretty much was very, very good. I think it's a nice little setup, and Pluck and Low Kick work really good too. You can also use against heavy Pokemon, Low Kick as well, Steel types, and you know, Flying is nice too. You can use against like fighting types, which is really, really cool too. And Bolt Beak just annihilates everything, and Icicle Rash was just there to hit set the hail up, and if I really need to use an Ice type move, I would use it, right? But that's pretty much my Arctozolt set, and that's pretty much all of the latest gen fossils done. I wanted to do these when they come out, and I did like almost a year later, so finally we've finished both these. Now that's pretty much sums all the fossils up. Tomorrow I will be doing, I think I might be doing a random egg challenge that I got a couple of theme teams coming up next week, so I hope you look forward to those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you next time, people. Peace out.